Gotta be tripping like LSC. Keep taking our lives, God, robbery. Reporting live from a PO. Yeah. I got it. So my name's Breon Jones. I was down there at the protest in Fort Wayne. Media's portraying a lot of like rioting and looting that's going on, and I just want to set the record straight. I got it.
All right, cool. I'm gonna punch you in right there where that shit is focused, okay?
Okay.
All right.
This shit is focused. I'm on the roof screaming, give us free. Team strip. Do it again.
Got it?
Tears streaming down from heaven over hellish deeds. They got me tripping like LSD. They keep taking our lives, God robbery. Reporting live from a POC. Okay, so did I hit that right? Okay, all right. First of all, the cops are instigating this. Directions were followed, like it was peaceful, and then the tear gas came. I was Facebook Live in the event. When I got taken down, I got kneed in the ribs while I was on the ground, and I got tear gassed while I was on the ground. And as I'm being driven away in the back of the cop car, I was told to enjoy the tear gas. I was in a cell with 25, maybe 30 people. I requested a mask, and I was laughed at. Confinement officer pretended to cough in his mask and then laughed at me. They wouldn't tell us what time it was. They would lie about the time, or they would just shut the door. I was not fed for 24 hours. And when I say 24 hours, I don't mean the next day. I mean like a full 24 hours. Didn't get a phone call for 40 hours. It opened my eyes because, yeah, I faced discrimination being a black man. I've dealt with it, but I've never dealt with it like that close. Like it's like where I'm just arrested for nothing. We were all charged with the same thing, disorderly conduct and refusal to leave a scene, even though we were never told to leave a scene. Some of the stories I heard from the cellmates inside, a lot worse than probably what I went through, but it was just a rough situation. The Fort Wayne Police Department should be ashamed of themselves. The little show of unity that they tried to say where we're with you, I don't buy it, because I saw what they really were like on Saturday night. Floyd, Rice, Brown, Castile, Taylor, Martin, Sterling, that's real, Bland, Aubrey, Jean, Reed, Rose, Oscar, Till, all killed. Floyd, Rice, Brown, Castile, Taylor, Martin, Sterling, that's real, Bland, Aubrey, Jean, Reed, Rose, Oscar, Till, all killed.
There we go.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
That's crazy.
30 minutes.
That's crazy.
Boom.
You tend to find people trying to find a lot of excuses for the situations that happen, and there was no excuse for what happened this past weekend. There was a 3-year-old baby that got maced, and then the person trying to help the baby also got maced. They were pulling over whoever was trying to aid anybody, so people handed out like water bottles and stuff. They got pulled over. You saw cops walking through the street stomping on gallons of milk so people couldn't use them to stop the tear gas from burning. It was a horrible situation. It really was.
Reporting live from a POC. Hands cupped face down in the street. I spent my whole life running from me.
Some really abrasive I Can't Breathe samples and shit like that, making this really dark and apocalyptic.
I like that.
So, lots of protest march tune sounds and stuff like that. Then, on the out,
Taylor, Martin, Sterling, that's real. Bland, Aubrey, Jean, Reed, Rose, Oscar, Till, all killed. Floyd, Rice, Brown, Castile. Taylor, Martin, Sterling, that's real. Bland, Aubrey, Jean, Reed, Rose, Oscar, Till, all killed.
A lot of things have got to change. It was a lot of corruptness. You can't have the police themselves. Like, you got to have something. You have to have checks and balances. And their power is unchecked currently. Like, it's their discretion what they do. It took a death. Like I said, it took a death for these police to get charged. But there's a lot of brutality that doesn't end in death that gets unchecked. It's like it's within the realms of their power. That badge gives them, I don't know, this power that they think they can just do whatever they want to. And I feel like if there was a check system that actually checks the cops that's outside of their own departments and stuff, I think a lot of things would change. They're here to protect us, not control us, rule us. We're supposed to be in charge of them if you actually think about it. Like, they're here to protect us, and I don't feel like they do that a lot of times. I feel like they're in their own odds. I had a cellmate, the cop told his girlfriend, who was not even part of the protest, he was trying to calm her down, and the cop told him, "You think you can protect her from us?" Which is an insane statement to say to somebody who's literally just trying to calm his girlfriend, who had never been arrested. Actually, many of us had never been arrested. For the cop to say that as he's trying to calm down his obviously hysterical girlfriend, who wasn't even part of the protest, for him to say that to him is just totally uncalled for. Every time I see a cop now, it's like I have a certain way, and that didn't used to be there. I knew of the things that happened. I knew that I've had to be safe around police my entire life just because of my skin color. So I knew this. My parents taught me this. Like, you knew, and it's sad that you gotta teach a kid, hey, be super respectful or you might not come home. I'm glad that our allies are finally opening, because we've been saying this for years, that if anything's gonna be changed, the people who are not affected by it have to be involved. I'm sorry that it had to happen to George Floyd for it to happen, but it's happening. And I just think we need to stay the course. Like, they're trying to scare us out of what we're doing, and we can't let it happen. We can't let it happen. I was at a protest literally 2 days after I got out of jail, so, and I'm gonna keep protesting. I'm gonna keep trying to use my voice. So I just hope you guys do the same.